Hi friends, and welcome to another daily message video. It's Sunday, February 13th. If I had one wish for everybody in the world, it's that we would all fix our media diet. I just saw a meme on the internet that was like, yay, brand new day, waking up feeling refreshed. Let me just check social media. And they look at their phone and there's a bunch of garbage that just spills out all over their face and all over their clean room. And yeah, I feel that. I definitely feel that. I reach for my phone in the morning, mostly to be like, did anyone message me? You know? But there is something to say about waking up and tailoring, curating the first thing you see each morning. So on my phone, I've edited my home screen to have an affirmation show up. It changes every 30 minutes, but I wake up and it's the first thing I see is it says something like, I'm grateful for blah, 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 blah. And so it triggers the first thought being gratitude. It triggers something in me to say my mind is now already geared toward positivity instead of fear. Because sometimes when first thing you see is a headline, I'm not saying that we should be ignorant to what's happening in the world. It's quite the contrary. It's how do you, our media diets, right? And that's why I want to make videos that share good energy, because we've got to sort of lift ourselves up so that when we show up for situations that need our positivity, we have done that work already. Do you know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, if I had one wish for the world, it's don't buy into this fear-mongering stuff. Align yourself to what's really important. And make sure you're showing up in a way that is effective to your goals there. Look within, underneath. All right, so the need to look within. You hold the key. It's inside of you. Counsel. You hold your own counsel here. It's time to get some advice. So I just dropped that card. And synchronicities in reverse. Synchronicity is, to me, the card of listening to the language of the universe. If you hold the entirety of consciousness of the whole universe inside of you, then you hold the answers. And synchronicities are really just the little language, the little language that you have with the universe, your own personal existence is validated in and of itself through your existence. I'm sorry, let me get that card that I dropped. Counsel. Counsel is the card of, getting help with something. So maybe you need a little bit of assistance in paying attention to those synchronicities, to little messages, validations that you're on the right track. The overarching message is to look within, you hold the key. But if you do need some help, this is why I was saying, maybe you need some help. Curate for yourself a morning experience for you to have. Of what is your what is your curated morning experience in general? How do you set yourself up to be tuned into listening or paying attention more? How do you activate your intuition every morning or before you go to bed? How do you tune in? Okay. There's many ways to get help tuning in, but for the most part, I do think that this is one of those things you hold the answers. No one can tell you. Astrologers can't tell you. Nobody can tell you the answers that you seek. Go to astrologers with questions. I would like insight into this situation. I'd like to know more about this. I'd like to see something about myself that I cannot see myself. When we have conditioning or biases that make it so that we can't see something, that's when we need external help. But if you already know you hold the key and you can sort of guide yourself through the motions of your life, this is saying pay extra attention. Sun in reverse. The moon. Sun and moon. Three of Cups. High Priestess in reverse. Four of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. The Hanged Man in reverse. Nine of Wands. Four of Cups in reverse. The Emperor in reverse. I'm noticing, first of all, that all of the future cards are in reverse here. Someone does not want to listen. Someone does not want to change their convictions. Someone is unwilling to move forward. Look. What is this? What are you holding on to? Are you just not willing to see what it... I'm noticing there's two threes here, right? The Three of Cups and the Three of Pentacles here in the present moment. Three is the Trinity, right? Someone's not maybe exactly tapping into their intuition or tapping into the message of spirit. Someone is not wanting to acknowledge maybe that is that this is something for you to utilize in this life. I think you want to make yourself available though, because like the Four of Cups is here in reverse. It's like you do care about this. Maybe what you care about is, this might be somebody who's just starting out on their spiritual journey, okay? And if this is for you, then stick around. If this is not for you, if you're like, I've been here, maybe stick around anyway, because there might be something for you specifically, like one or two things. But I really feel like this is somebody who's just starting out. Somebody is so deep within their convictions, they're having trouble seeing the other side or seeing how this plays a role in changing your life for the better, in actually aligning your heart, your mind to come together to feel more positive. The Sun is the card of positivity, radiance. It's like life is so dull without a spiritual experience. But how would you know that if, you know, unless you open that door for yourself? So there's a lot of fear, right? The moon is the fear of the unknown, riding the wave of the unknown. It's Pisces also, so there's a lot of spirituality on the table. And you see the Nine of Wands, how she's Nine of Wands, first of all, is struggle, but look where she's going. She's going through like this portal into, you know, what might be considered a new realm, a new dimension. It's like leaving behind all the things that have been difficult, right? The 3D world on its own is way too much to bear, way too much to bear just on its own. Like, what is the freaking purpose? Right? Like, what? And these are sort of existential questions that we do ask ourselves eventually in the course of our lives. And everybody sort of wakes up to this at different parts of their life. So, like, don't feel bad, but also there is a synchronistic language that exists in the world, in the 3D world. Some of my friends describe it as the Matrix, which I only think of the movies, and then I start to think about how I don't really remember much of the movies besides like the physical folding elements of red pill, blue pill, whatever. But this is for somebody who wants more out of life. And there is a message here of needing to tap in. What would happen if you just started to trust your own voice, inner voice, and an instinct? What would happen if you began to commune with your intuition, spirit, you know? What is that sense? I feel like you're trying to figure that out for yourself, but you also either don't know how, or there's just everything here in the future cards is showing me that you either don't know how to move forward, you're not sure how to see from this, change your convictions in a way that includes this perspective, and or you feel like you just don't have the wisdom. You don't know how to do this. But we already know that you do, and each of us already does. Let's get some cards around. Show me the Hangman in reverse. How can we get a new? How can we change our perspective on this and start to include more diverse perspectives? Ace of Swords, truth, seek truth, Hermit, go within. The Empress in reverse. The Empress in reverse. The Empress is Mother Nature, right? Nature. I do associate. This is the Divine Feminine. So we have both the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine on the table, which means that there's some that perspective is missing. The Empress is Yin. Emperor is Yang. So if we go about this in the way of like, I am seeking knowledge, I need to go out there and get it, I need to claim it, you know, I need to command it, I need to control it, I need to, what other words can we use? Assert it. You know, like this idea of asserting yourself in this way isn't the way. I feel like it's a more of like an allow it to come to you. So what do? You have to get quiet. I feel like there's meditation here, and you actually have to seek truth for yourself. Seek truth, okay? And have that intention in your mind. I want to know, please send me messages, please. You know, I'm opening myself to the wisdom of the universe, like say that stuff. Please tell me what I have to do. Please tell me what I have to know. And your mind will take you to those places. Oops. Death. Transformation. Yeah, somebody needed to hear this. Somebody who's never done this before needed to hear that. How you approach this is everything. It's not a conquering sort of thing. I need to go, look, science and academia are great, but it is not the way, like we can study things, and I love tarot studies. This channel is my daily practice of tarot studies. It's how I'm learning the cards. It's how I'm building intuition. Okay, so if you stick around, you'll get to witness more of that for yourself and my journey, right? But if this is something you've never done before, as in you've never tapped into that intuitive sense, just doing that thing that I just mentioned now is saying, get quiet, meditate, doesn't matter for how long, and it doesn't matter how good or bad at it you are, because meditating is hard, I know, especially in the world where our phones are constantly pinging and we're just like all over the place. But you might surprise yourself as to what comes through when you decide to meditate or get quiet, or you know, just literally just whisper to yourself and ask for, what is it that I need to know right now? Or like if you're battling a decision, you could say, what's the right thing to do? And you will feel what you know, intuition feels like a full body yes. Like you just know that all of your essence is behind this thing you're about to say or reveal, or this feeling that you have. And if there's any body feelings of like closing or shutting down, or we can feel anxious or triggered by something, you know, depending on your goals, like are you trying to learn from a situation? Are you trying to just get guidance? Like all of these things, there's different ways of intuiting for yourself in different languages. So start by asking or speaking actually, physically, wherever you are, for asking for the thing that you want, for the guidance that you need. There doesn't have to be a person involved. Or you can ask your pet, if you have a pet. Because animals won't speak, but they'll definitely respond. Or you will intuit a response. And that will tell you something about your psyche. That will tell you something about how you're really, truly feeling, maybe confronting your feelings, looking within. So what a fun journey for you this will be, okay? And I think I'll leave it there. I like to keep these short. But I definitely hope that you subscribe and follow along, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.